Hi, welcome to another episode of Life Changers, and this is Mike.
And this is Krista.
I almost feel like I should just say my real name since you already put it out there. But that is my name. Mike is my name. That's what I go by.
Yes.
Okay, my real name, like as you heard from Krista, I was saying, is Michelle, but that means Michael, so in English it's Mike.
Okay.
Fair enough. Anyways, so on today's episode, we're going to continue on talking about, I guess, officially how we met, since everybody's chomping at the bit for that. People are
they
like,
are chomping.
People are like, I don't give a shit. We all know you were Mormon, and now we're going to hear how you met. Is this going to go anywhere? I don't know. We don't have a script, remember?
Yeah, we got rid of that. It smells like burnt toast in here, though.
Just because you turned the heater up really high, I'm sure. So now it's burning all the dust on it.
Just burnt dust.
I don't smell it.
It's so warm, though. Currently straddling it. This is not that kind of show.
What else are you doing? What you wearing? Anyway, so how did we meet? I don't know. I don't remember. Do you remember? It's so long ago.
You remember everything.
Yes, I do. It was the year 2005. It's been that long. Yeah, because we got married in 2006.
Let's not give them too much information here.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. It's not like anybody's going to remember what I'm talking about when I'm ranting. Okay. So, yeah, I guess, so I have a buddy, and he was, telling us how he met this girl online through a friend of a friend. That's pretty much the gist of it. Back then, it was always a friend of a friend. Do you remember those days? Now, I don't think it's like that, eh? Hey, I have a friend of a friend of a friend who this happened to. Remember those stories? No, I guess I'm a little bit older than you. Just 4 years older than you. Oh, yeah, I'm not supposed to ask you questions. Ooh, I can talk to myself.
That's what you usually do.
Anyway, so we had a buddy. So, yeah, I guess at this point, we're adults. We're at YSA.
We're adults, yeah, barely for me.
Shut up.
I wasn't an adult when we met.
No, that's why I didn't date you.
That's the only reason.
Well, whatever. Anyways, I was 20, 21?
I think you were 20 then.
20, yeah. I think my birthday was that summer. Yeah. Anyways, so we're at a thing called, what was it called? YSA? No. YSA. Yeah, YSA. Young Single Adults. So we
A church event, of course.
Yeah, it's part of the Church of Mormons. The Church of Mormons. As part of being in the church. We had a thing called Institute. And that was always cool and fun. So it was every Friday for us.
Don't worry, it's not because they were institutionalized. It's just it's called Institute for some reason.
We should have been institutionalized. Anyway, so it's called Institute. And since I grew up in Montreal, Quebec area, so everybody met there. It was at the French Stake Center. So there was the French, English-speaking people, Spanish, Chinese, and so on. Because, I guess the church has all these different... Anyways, I digress. So we're all meeting there. And Institute is more same thing as when we were younger. Remember, I guess you talked about you went every morning to seminary. So that was similar. So when you turn 18, you go to a thing called Young Single Adults. And that is you have to do this course. And it's actually university credit, too, and college credit. If you complete the course, you get credits. Oh. Because it's run through the church, and the church owns BYU, and they give out credits. Fun fact. I guess you never really went, eh?
I never went. I was too young. I got married too young.
Don't give it away. No. Yeah, so we go there every Friday. It usually starts at 6:30 in the evening. Anyways, and it's
no one cares about that. Get on with the story.
See, that's why you're here. People will be maybe he'll stay on track and actually tell us something useful. Anyways, so we go to the thing. We learn about religion and all that crap. Anyway, so I have a buddy there, and after that, there's always an activity. So it's either sometimes it's volleyball, sometimes we dance parties at the church. They bring in a DJ, which is usually one of the people. And anyways, and you're trying to mingle, so you get ready to get married, right? It's pretty much the church grooming you to get married. So I had a buddy, and he's saying how he's talking to this girl for a while. We all made fun of him. We're like, what's her name? Hey, Pamela, Andrea. Is she real? Is she in your dreams? You know, you think you're dating somebody. It's probably like a morbidly obese male on the other side talking to you. So we were bugging him like that. Anyway, so he says, yeah, like she's going to come up and visit me from Toronto. We're like, oh, this imaginary girl's coming from Toronto. Okay, we'll believe it when we see it. And sure enough, she showed up and we're like, oh, she is real. So, you know, I guess the joke's on us. And then she brought you, Krista, with her, your younger sister. And it was there's a dance that night. Mm-hmm. So it was there's a dance. And I guess at the time you were 17. Mm-hmm. So she wasn't even allowed to be in there.
I had a boyfriend at the time, just to clarify.
Boyfriend. I'm doing air quotes.
I was dating him for like 6 weeks. That was my first relationship, like real relationship.
Does that even count? Like,
to me, it did.
Were you guys like just seeing each other, or were you like, we're boyfriend and girlfriend now?
Well, I mean, it's complicated because he was of another religion that doesn't allow you to have girlfriends at all, and so we weren't official.
So no girlfriends. What, do you have boyfriends? What religion is that?
It's just no one knew we were dating. We did it in secret.
So I wonder if one day we find him and interview him. Be like, did you even know you dated this girl?
He knew about it, just no one else knew.
He'd just be like, I didn't know. I thought we were just going around and kissing in the woods.
That's what we did. That's all we did. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. Anyway, so I was 20. Yeah, because you're 17. Yeah, because I was turning 21 because we're 3 years and a bit older than you. Anyways, so we met. And I was known as like, hey, you know, it's Mike, the fun guy. And I speak French, English, so.
A little bit of a player is what he was.
She saw me as, so I guess in the Mormon world, I was like a player. But in the real world, it's like vanilla.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, what's up, girl? You want to dance? You want to dance? And that's being a player in the Mormon church.
He was the talkative one that like, you like to make people feel good.
Yeah. I remember like I would try to make people feel good and like beautiful and stuff like that. Like, why not? People
dance
like
with
it.
The awkward ones that stood in the corner like me.
Yeah, pretty much. So my buddy, he's like, hey, Mike, you got to make it fun for them. Like, what are we doing? And like sometimes we go to like a restaurant called the Belle Province. In English, it's the beautiful province. But like it just has like hot dogs and poutine and hamburgers and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes we used to go bowling. But he's like, I don't want to do big group things like with a ton of people. Because sometimes we go bowling with like 10, 20 people. Or we go to like a buffet or something. We just take off and do stuff. And then I'm like, well, I guess we go back to my house. It was like, what, an hour drive? Yeah, it's probably a good hour from there. Anyway, so we decided to go to my house. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. So first we stayed at the dance for a while.
Yeah. Is this the part that we should say that we slept together the first night?
Shut up. Well,
no? Okay, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Continue.
Sleep together. I know. It's one of my sisters said that. Anyways, so then we decided to go to my house at the dance. So yeah, I was dancing with everybody, flirting it up, and danced with you. And like I wasn't interested. You got to understand, I wasn't interested in her.
Obviously not.
And we had another friend of ours there. He's more close to your age. I think you guys were just a few months apart. Anyways, and we're like, whatever. Like I'm just doing this for my buddy to show off because he wanted to look cool in front of this girlfriend who apparently is real. So we all thought she was fake. And anyway, so we all went to my house and we took 2 different cars. Mm-hmm.
So I drove with Michelle.
Yeah.
In his car.
Yeah. So she drove with me. You sat in the front. Yeah, in the front seat. What did I have back then?
Was it the convertible?
Yeah, I had a black Pontiac convertible.
Mm-hmm. Like I actually remember this drive. Like I don't remember much. Like you can always ask us, and it's always Michelle remembers everything, and I just don't. But I remember this drive because you go through like this tunnel in Montreal. Right? Like it's like an underground tunnel?
Yeah, so it goes underneath like the city, like the downtown city of Montreal.
And it's fairly long.
Yeah.
And he talked the entire time, okay? And he's such a good talker. I mean, I guess you can figure that one out. But I thought he was very, very successful at the time. It was interesting to hear him talk. I thought he owned a house. Like, by the time I got to his house, I thought he owned the house. I was wrong.
See,
But-
see, that's her point of view. I never said I own the house. I said we're just going to my place.
Going to his house. So I just assumed that he owned
And then-
this house. Like, oh, what a successful
my
man.
buddy was like,
And
yeah, you know, this is his house and stuff. I did
he
not,
owned a car. I thought that was amazing in itself.
I guess, for you. So we're just talking, and I was telling her, like,
I don't know if we were talking. You were talking.
I guess you were listening.
I was fascinated.
Well, it's like doing the podcast. I ask you a question, you just look at me like, why'd you ask me a question, dumbass? It was the same
That's how I
thing
always
when we
look at
first
you.
met.
It's not different.
So we get to my house, and it's like my house. It's my brother's house. So I grew up in that house. My dad sold it to my brother.
He was renting a room.
So I was renting my bedroom.
I learned that later.
Yeah. It's a long story, though. Anyways. But I did not tell her I owned the house. She just assumed. So, you know what? It's her fault. She should have asked, and I'd have been like, no, it's my sister-in-law's. I swear I said this is my sister-in-law's house.
Oh, not initially.
I don't know. Because it's still under renovations then, too. She was renovating it. Anyways, and there's a pool. We went swimming in the backyard and stuff. We hung out.
I wore his clothes.
Yeah, they didn't have swimsuits, so I gave them shorts and T-shirts and stuff. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Guess I wasn't that fat then, eh? You actually fit in my clothes. Anyway, so we were hanging out. I guess that's pretty much how we met. But then, like, you know, and the part she said how, like, oh, we slept together the first night. So, like, yeah, we had, like, there's a bunch of us. And 4 of us were sitting on my bed watching a movie.
You're making it sound like an orgy.
It's a Mormon.
It was not.
It's a Mormon orgy. So there's 4 of us sitting on my bed because I had a TV in my room and everything, and we were watching a movie. And then other 2 people were sitting on the chairs or something. There's 6 of us total, I think. Yeah. And we're just sitting there watching the movie. So I fell asleep. Movie's boring as fuck.
I fell asleep too.
She fell asleep. So the story is we slept together.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like, that's pretty much it. We just fell asleep to a boring movie. Anyway, so that's how we met. And then it was funny because when we were done, everybody left except me and my other buddy. So he left with his girlfriend, but his younger brother was there too, and he was hanging out with me still. And he's like, yeah, I'm not interested in any of those girls. I'm like, yeah, me neither. If you want Krista, have at her, you know.
Thanks.
Go on a date with her. I was already pawning you off. Like, if you want to ask her out, I'm not standing in your way, buddy. I got a lot of other opportunity.
Well, I wasn't interested in you either.
And then he gave you girls nicknames. It was funny.
So funny.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, so that was that.
You're not going to say what it was.
Do you want me to say it?
I don't care.
So we used to call Krista Raccoon and her older. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, you don't want me? I get it. Because she was such a nerd in school. I guess she stayed up like all hours of the night redoing her schoolwork. So she had a big eye bag.
It really wasn't that bad, honestly, but
If I could show you a picture, I would. What are they called? Eye bags. Eye bags?
I guess.
I don't know. She just looked like she was always tired. So anyways, we call her Raccoon. Unless you wore black makeup and smudged it at that
I
day.
didn't wear makeup. I can barely wear makeup now. All I know is like a little bit of eyeshadow and that stuff you put on your eyelashes. What's that called?
Liner?
No,
Eyelash stuff?
the eyelash stuff.
I don't know. Anyways, people don't care about that.
So
So we're
sad.
just getting to our story of how we met. So that's pretty much how we met. And then I was like, not interested. And then, like, time went by. I think your sister forced you to call me on my birthday. Like, you called me a couple times for some reason
I called you?
to wish me happy birthday. I don't remember.
I don't know.
Like, I remember, for some reason, I vaguely remember, like, you calling me once or twice.
Maybe that was after?
Maybe it was after. I'm supposed to remember everything. But anyways, so one day my buddy looks at me and goes, hey, man.
So this is like in a few months later, right?
Months later, yeah. Like, you turned 18. Yeah. You were 18. And anyways, so it was months later. It's summertime now. And he's like, hey, man, remember how, like, a couple of years ago you said if ever, like, I'm going to want to go on a date? And I was like, you know, I told him this a couple of years before. I'm like, yeah, if you want to go on, like, Montreal, like, we could drive, like, an hour or two, whatever. And, like, as long as I date the hotter one. That was my rule, is I had to date like her hottest friend she has, whoever he's going to go on a date with. So he looks at me and goes, yeah, like we're going to go to see his girlfriend all the way in Toronto. And I'm like, oh, it's a long drive. And he's like, yeah, it'd be cool. And I'm like, well, who's my date? Oh, you'll see. Like, she's really hot. I'm like, she better be hot. Like, she better be like, boom. I guess I was shallow, eh?
A little bit.
I must sound shallow to the people now. Only if you see me, you know I am. Not joking. And he's like, yeah. Okay, so we drive like 6.5 hours. And we get there, and I'm like, we pull up to her house, the address he had, and I look out the window, and I see Krista just standing there. I'm like, why is she here? He goes, she's, just waiting for her sister to get off work, so she's going to hang out with us. I'm like, is she my date? He's like, yeah, I didn't want to tell you, man, because you wouldn't drive me. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I'm not interested. Like, I'm a man. I know she's 18 and I'm only like 21 or 22 at this point.
But see, it's even worse. My side of the story was that my sister, like, kind of forced me into it, even though, like, she's like, the only way that he'll come is if his friend has a date. So, like, I need you to do this for me. So I'm like, I guess. But I had literally just broken up with my boyfriend like a few days before that. So I was just not happy. I was in a rough place. I just broken up with my boyfriend of like 6 weeks. It meant a lot.
I guess. Meant a lot, kissing in the woods.
Yeah. So I was not happy with it, but I did it for her.
Yeah, and I wasn't happy with it. Yeah, he's right. I wouldn't have driven that long to date you. Ouch. I know. But that's how it was like then, right?
Yeah. Like we literally had no interest in each other at all. There was nothing there.
She didn't care about me. I didn't care about her. Like, this is how it went. Like we picked her up. We go to this park waiting for his girlfriend to finish work and meet us there. And I'm there. We're talking, me and him, and I'm talking and asking Krista questions. She's just there like either not answering or just one word answers. Like, yep. Mm-hmm. I literally looked at her and I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. But like, let's make lemon out of lemonades. Like,
make lemon out of lemonades.
Let's
get a bunch of lemonades and try shoving them together to get that lemon back out.
You know what I'm trying to say. Let's make lemonade out of lemon. See, French. I'm thinking of my French brain. We say things backwards. You're so mean to me. Why do I put up with this for 20 years? Anyway. And I was just like, yeah, you're being such a bitch. Like, I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. Like, we're gonna go out to dinner. Like, we were going to like Canada's Wonderland in Toronto.
It was an all-inclusive date. Why would I complain?
You were complaining.
I said, why would I though? I mean, how dare I?
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah.
I guess I sound even shallower at this point. Anyway, so she's just like, whatever. And I'm like, whatever. I'm just looking at my buddy like, you're going to get it. Anyway, so the date goes on. Eventually, like, she stopped being grumpy. She's like, whatever. Like this.
I got free food. I was happy after that. She was happy
with free food. And this really hot, amazing guy was flirting with her. Right? We went to the water slides. We went on rides. We had a lot of fun. It was all right.
Because we went
Canada's Wonderland.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was called Canada's Wonderland. What is it? Or it was called
still is.
Paramount Canada's Wonderland. Not just Canada's
no
Wonderland.
One cares.
Anyways, maybe people that live there like the history. And that's pretty much like how we met. And then after that date, like you called me a couple times because your sister forced you.
I'm pretty sure you always called me. Like, I don't think that I ever picked up a phone to call anybody.
Your sister must have called. And then pass you the phone.
This is back in the day when we only had like phones, not cell phones, by the way.
I had a cell phone.
Oh, I didn't have a cell phone.
Yeah, you did. You had
then?
Yeah, you had that prepaid one where you had to put money on it and you could only text.
Oh, where you had to like push one number 3 times to get like a letter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that phone.
The old phones. Because I had a phone when I was 18.
And we used to talk on like Messenger or something.
Yeah, like MSN or something.
Yeah.
MSN.
Yeah.
That used to be a thing. I don't know if it still is, but
we're older than we sound.
Yeah, like I guess you called me once in a while. I called you, but like it was just like friends, like whatever. Like my buddy's dating your sister, And like, whatever, I guess it was all right. Like, we finally had a good, decent date, whatever. But like,
Yeah, like I didn't hate him by the end, which is nice.
yeah. And there's no kissing. Maybe there's hand holding.
Was there?
Did I grab your hand at one point?
Maybe at Wonderland, I think.
Yeah. Just to be flirty and like make her feel special.
It's the only reason.
I really wasn't interested. Were you interested then?
No, I liked the attention, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, who doesn't like the attention, I guess? So yeah, that was pretty much the date. And then like a few months later, eh? I don't know. Then I had a buddy of mine call me from Utah, Mormon, right? Okay. He's like, I'm getting married in the Mormon temple in Utah. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna make it. And I was looking at plane flights, and it was like $300 cheaper from Toronto. So I'm like, hey, I know somebody in Toronto. So I call you. I'm like, hey, Krista, I'm coming to go to a wedding and to go to the airport. So like, I was wondering if I could just like come to your house and we could hang out, and then I could leave my car there while I fly to Utah for a few
I didn't
weeks.
feel used at all.
Did you?
No, I don't think I did.
No.
I don't think I picked up on it.
No.
I was pretty naive.
Whatever. Like, we're friends. We were friends, I
think we were kind of friends.
I think we were
then-ish.
kind of friends then. Like, you called me on my birthday and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, that'll be cool. And your parents seemed to be cool with it.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they liked you yet. But
no, they didn't.
No.
It took her a while, even after we got married. Anyways, we're going to get to that story.
That's true.
Numbered in part 2. But yeah, so then I drive all the way down there, and we hung out. We went out to dinner, I think, and we talked. And I'm like, oh, maybe you're not so bad after all. And you're like, yeah, like.
Yeah, because I think this was our first time hanging out together, just me and you, right?
Yeah, we went for
Not
a
like
walk.
a double date thing.
Yeah, and we're just hanging out as friends, talking. We got ice cream, I guess, and stuff. And we're just sitting around talking. And I was like, oh, I guess, you said, yeah, you're not as bad as I thought. I'm like, yeah, you're not as bad as I thought. Just, I guess.
It's quite the love story.
Yeah. We fell in love. No, not even. And so then I went to Utah for the wedding. And my buddy's parents in Utah, their goal was for me to find a Mormon girl out there so I could live there. And they were going to, get me my citizenship and I could become American and stuff. That was their goal. So I go over there and then I'm trying to, in Utah, and in some parts, I guess now they're everywhere, but back then they didn't have any in Montreal where I grew up, which was YSA wards. So it's a whole church where young single adults go only. So there's no families, there's no nothing. It's just people between the ages
To mingle and be groomed for marriage.
Yeah, between the ages of 18 to 30.
In a good way.
In a good way.
They're fun.
Yeah, it was fun. So 18 to 30, single, you're allowed to go to this ward. And the only people that are married are the bishops or the branch presidents that are running the wards. So they're allowed to be there and they're married. And then they run the
No one
wards.
cares.
I don't know. Maybe there'd be some Mormons being like, no, there's married people there, the bishop. Don't want to see that in the comments. I don't want to get an email reading about it. So, okay, I'll move along. And anyway, so I'm going, and there's like an activity happening, a Relief Society activity. You got to understand, a Relief Society activity, because I went to this church to go find some girls to go date, because I was supposed to find a girl and live in Utah. And in the real church wards, it's like, what was I saying? Relief Society is like, a lot of more, like it's everybody, all the women, right? 18 plus. But usually there's like a lot of old married people there too, and like families and stuff. So like there's a Relief Society activity. Nobody was volunteering to help set up. There's like a big dinner or something. So I was like, well, I'm going to be in town. My buddy's, getting married. So he's not going to want to hang out. He's going to want to hang out with his new wife. So I was like, yeah, I'll volunteer. I start talking with all the girls there because there's only young single adults. But like, you hear a lot of these Mormon stereotypes, I guess, about like, oh,
The Molly Mormon.
the Molly Mormon, yeah, like you have to, they'll rub your leg to see if you have garments, right?
We're not getting into that.
Okay, they rub your leg to see if you have some special magic underwear that the Mormons have. And then that means you served a mission, right? Asked you where you served your mission, because if you're not a returned missionary, they don't want you. Stuff like that, right? I thought it was all stereotypes, because it wasn't like that where I grew up. Because like if you were a Mormon, you actually wanted to be a Mormon. It wasn't like, not forced, but like everybody's a Mormon in Utah.
automatic, yeah.
Anyway, so like, yeah, those stereotypes came out because I wasn't allowed. I actually tried to serve a mission, but I wasn't allowed because I have a heart condition. And then I was refused to go on a mission. And yeah, people were like, I'm banging the table. Oh, you're holding my hand. Oh, I love
To make you
too.
stop banging the table. We bang on the table, not bang the table. I'm joking.
We're going to pause right now and do an intermission.
Continue.
Anyway, so in long story short, yeah, all the stereotypes were true. All these girls were like, oh, I'm not interested. I was like, yeah. So my buddy's older sister, and his mom were trying to set me up on dates. I went on a few dates, but like it was just weird. Like I never experienced a Mormon like that. They were just like, hey. I don't know, something about it. Like, I don't know. Like they're like, where did you serve your mission? And I'm like, oh, well, I didn't. Oh, yeah, you must have been a sinner, something like that, I guess. And so then I'm hanging out. I did Zion's Canyons alone. I met a bunch of Russian girls. That was fun. Because I actually went to...
That was your next plan if
Yeah.
Utah didn't work out.
Yeah, if Utah didn't work out, I was going to find some Russian models and bring them to Canada because they're going to want green cards. But no, not Russian girls. I bumped into some German girls. And I was actually spent time in Germany when I was 18 to go date a Mormon girl. So another story. But anyways, so I was hanging out with them. That was pretty cool. But yeah, so I went and did a bunch of things. My buddy's married at this point, so he doesn't want to hang out. And so I was hanging out with his dad, and we were just out in the desert in Utah. And we're just talking. And he's like, is there anybody special? I'm like, not really. He's like, there's no girls. Like, you're always like, I want this girl, this girl, this girl. Because when he knew me, I was like 14 and all the way up to 18, I guess. And they moved away. And I was like, no, like, there's kind of this girl named Krista. Like, I kind of told him the story. And he's like, well, is she all right? Like, you don't want to get to know her or anything? I'm like, I don't know. Like, maybe. Then I just started thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I do want to get to know her. He's like, so why don't you go hang out with her? I said, well, when I fly back with my flight, I got to go straight to work in Montreal the next day. So I'm not going to hang out. I'm just going to land in the middle of the night, drive home. And then I was like, just thinking about it. I'm like, I should go see Krista. So I was like, so I call. I'm like, hey, it's Michelle. I'm in Utah. The wedding's over and all that. And she's like, cool. I'm like, so I'm thinking about coming back a day early if you want to, try to go on a date with me. For real, not forced. And then you were like, yeah. Like, I guess I don't know, you felt special or something. So,
Maybe a tiny bit of interest.
Maybe. Like, it was just something, I guess, whatever. Because before the situation was weird. And so, anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to call the airline, see if I could switch things around. I'll pay the fees and come back a day early. And she's like, okay. And your parents were cool with that. I even slept over at your house. So they're cool with that. So I made the arrangements. I get there and I see her and I'm like, hey, how's it going? We're just hanging out and talking. And then we went back to where we went to get ice cream. Then we were talking and then something happened. But I'm going to leave it as a cliffhanger. And then we'll start that in the second part of this. And it was different. It was cool. So yeah, we'll talk about that. So that's the story. Story of a girl, who didn't like me. And I didn't like her at first. Okay, so yeah, thanks for staying with us if you stayed this far. We appreciate it. I don't know what we're doing anymore. But this is our podcast. And it's going to get interesting, I promise. We're just getting through all this stuff. So
Interesting.
It is very interesting. It's like you got to see like where we come from. Like the whole point of us telling you these stories and all that. Like, yeah, sometimes I ramble and crap and trying to stay focused.
You crap sometimes? Should we check the chair?
And like telling stories and all that, just so you get like groundwork of where we're coming from, who we are. Like everybody pretends online that they know their shit and they show you like the best life. You can look up Mormons on there too and you see like the perfect Mormon family and all that. But I guarantee what you see is not real. Like we're just showing you who we are, talking about our real story and how against all odds, actually, we ended up where we are now. And like we still are creating our perfect reality and our perfect things and how everything works out perfectly. So yeah, we are getting more into like the law of attraction and stuff, but this was our life back then was, God knew best. We trusted the Holy Ghost and we did everything according to what God's will, and he knows best for us and stuff. So that's our life. But then it gets flipped upside down. So stay tuned. Well, thanks for listening. And this is another episode of Life Changers. And I'm Mike.
And this is Krista.
We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.